Hey everyone, Shriyansh here, a computer science student and builder, and today I want to introduce my open source project called AI Council, which is available on GitHub. Well, in simple terms, AI Council is a collaborative AI system where multiple AI agents work together like a council. So instead of depending on one model, different agents handle reasoning, research, creativity, analysis, and then their outputs are combined into one structured, thoughtful response. Now, I built this because architectures like this already exist in the industry, but they're usually locked behind expensive platforms, making serious experimentations inaccessible for students and independent developers. So I decided to open source it for anyone who wants a deeper research and analytical answers rather than bland polished replies. So currently, AI Council works in an orchestration mode where each agents handle a specific part of the problem. But moving forward, I am developing a second mode called BRAIN, Behavioral Reasoning and Artificial Intelligence Nexus, which will act as the core decision maker, allowing all agents to think together and generate a single unified response with a context and early emotional awareness. So basically, a small step towards a collaborative intelligence rather than just bland AI. This project is an experiment, a research playground, and a foundation for future systems that don't just respond but actually reason. And the rest of the details and demos you'll be watching in the further in this video itself. But for now, this was just an introduction. So for the context as well, I am recording this video especially because this project has been listed in an open source event. It's named as Open Source Connect Global 2026. Okay, it's an open source event going on right now, and you guys can also register and start, contributing into my project. So yeah, let's watch this video further to understand what exactly AI Council is.
All right, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling a really big question in AI development. What if the key to building smarter applications isn't one giant, all-knowing model, but a team of specialized experts working together? We're going to look at how this council approach can make your AI way more reliable, more efficient, and just plain more powerful.
So, first up, let's talk about the core issue. I like to call it the one-tool AI problem. It's what so many of us do. We rely on a single, powerful AI model to handle, well, everything. And while that sounds simple, this approach has some pretty serious hidden drawbacks that might be holding your projects back. So, just for a second, think about the system you're working on. Is your AI a finely tuned specialist, or is it more of a jack of all trades? It's a really critical question because the answer has a direct impact on the reliability, the cost, and the ultimate success of your application. This really lays out the whole trade-off perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the single model. Super simple to get started with, but it's a gamble when it comes to accuracy, cost, and risk. On the other side, the AI Council approach promises accuracy and reliability. But there's a catch. It needs a leader. It requires orchestration, and that's exactly the challenge we're going to solve today. The source material just nails it with this quote. Relying on a single AI model is like using only one tool for every job. It's so obvious when you put it that way, right? You'd never use a hammer to saw a piece of wood. So why do we expect one AI to be a master of complex reasoning, creative writing, and code generation all at once? It's all about using the right tool for the job.
So what are the actual risks here? Well, you've got those infamous hallucinations, where the model just confidently makes stuff up. You've got totally unpredictable costs because you're using this one massive model for everything. And maybe the most dangerous part, you're building critical systems on a really fragile foundation, a single point of failure. It's just not a sustainable way to build long-term.
Okay, so if the single model approach is flawed, what's the alternative? This is where we start assembling the AI Council. And look, this isn't just about throwing more models at a problem. It's about intelligent orchestration. It's about creating a team where each specialized AI agent gets to play to its unique strengths. So, what is the AI Council Orchestrator? Well, it's a production-grade Python library built for exactly this. It doesn't just manage AI models, it's more like a really skilled project manager. It understands unique strengths and even the weaknesses of each expert on the team and knows how to use them best.
And this is where things get really cool. This approach unlocks some incredibly powerful abilities. We're talking about intelligent routing that sends the right task to the right model. It can even handle conflict resolution when models disagree. It actively optimizes for cost. It builds in reliability with fallbacks. And, this is a huge one, it gives you confidence scores on the final output. It's a complete system for managing a high-performing AI team.
That all sounds fantastic, but how does it actually work? What's going on under the hood? Let's peel back the layers and take a look at the council's decision-making process. It's a 5-layer architecture that makes all this magic happen. It all kicks off with the analysis layer, which basically figures out what you're actually asking for. Then, the routing layer acts like a dispatcher, picking the best models for that specific job. The execution layer runs those models, and then the arbitration layer steps in, kind of like a referee, to resolve any disagreements and validate the results. And finally, the synthesis layer takes all that work and crafts one single, high-quality, coherent response. And here's the best part. You, the developer, are in complete control. You can choose from 3 different modes. Need a quick answer and you're not too picky? Go with fast mode. For most of your everyday tasks, balanced is going to be your go-to. But for those mission-critical decisions where accuracy is everything, you can dial it all the way up to best_quality. You get to decide on that perfect balance of speed, cost, and quality for every single request.
Okay, let's talk about why all this matters. We're moving from the how it works to the so what. What's the tangible, real-world impact for businesses and for the developers actually building this stuff?
Let's start with accuracy, because this is a big one. By having multiple models validate and check each other's work, this approach absolutely slashes hallucinations by over 60%. Just think about that, a 60% drop in made-up answers. That's a massive, massive leap in reliability and trust.
And it's not just more accurate, it's also a whole lot smarter with your money. Instead of using a giant, expensive model for every little thing, it intelligently routes tasks to the most efficient model for that job. And the result? You could see your overall AI costs drop by more than 40%.
So for a business, the benefits are crystal clear. You get way better accuracy and cost efficiency. That means faster, better decisions. You're also mitigating the risk of being locked into a single model or vendor. And you're building a system that can actually scale as your AI needs grow.
And what about for us developers? Well, the perks are just as good. You get a simple API that hides all that complex orchestration. It's production-ready right out of the box, with great documentation and tests. Plus, it's built to be extended, so you can easily plug in new models. And it even has built-in monitoring, so you can see exactly how your council is performing.
Okay, you're probably thinking, this sounds great. How do I get started? So let's cover that final, actionable step to put this council of experts to work in your very own project.
And this is just how easy it is. This isn't some complex, heavyweight enterprise suite. It's a Python library you can grab right from PyPy. Getting started is literally as simple as running one command: pip install AI Council Orchestrator. That's it. You're ready to go. So we'll end by coming full circle to that very first idea, but now with a whole new perspective. After seeing how this all works, the question isn't just about specialists versus generalists anymore. The real question you should be asking yourself is this: is your AI a lone worker struggling to do everything by itself? Or is it a well-managed council of experts ready to deliver smarter, safer, and more reliable results?